Cyborg, is so ironic that the dogs that they call pit bulls, some of them are truly aggressive towards people. They're not real pit bulls, of course, but the name has been passed around. But you are brave enough to own a real American Pit Bull Terrier. It's also so amazing that God put us together into each other's path, that I do have a real highest quality American Pit Bull Terrier, and that you are the recipient, the owner of the, not perhaps, I'm sure, the best dog in entire Cheyenne. So you got this super dog, from a superhero, you're a superhero. Is amazing. Like, they should be like a cartoon about you and Athos and Cyborg. The adventures of Bridger Walker and his life with dogs. I think you'll be very symbolic man when you grow up, in terms of stories you can tell around dogs. That you're unbreakable, number one. That somehow God have put amazing parents around you. That Mauricio Suleiman is such a great person that's able to recognize and admire your heroism and the way you are. Same man Mauricio Suleiman admires Athos. You end up having a dog you call Cyborg over Chris Cyborg, which herself is a super story of a real great person that loves animals in general. And so your life is like in a real positive way, kind of a Forrest Gump type of story, Everything is nice. Everything that's supposed to happen to the hero happens to the hero. So you're an inspiration for other children and for men in general, for leaders around the world. I think you are an inspiration to them. And I hope that this story from you, it helps to inspire other children. And I hope that the story of puppy Cyborg, she's now 2 years old, right? She crashed against a car, chasing after a cat that was in the house or in your land. And her story can inspire other people to know that not all dogs are bad. There are some good dogs. So you define a lot of great stories for dog people. There are bad dogs like the one that attacked you, but there are great dogs like the one you chosen. And it was your choice. Remember that. It was your super clever, super smart choice. So in behalf of Thais Lopez, my wife, and all the people that own the dogs from real American Pit Bull Terriers back from the beginnings, from John L. Sullivan, Terrence Crawford, Roberto Duran, Julio Chavez, all these great boxers, and you, I would like to tell you thank you. I mean it. I don't want to cry saying this video, because for me it's very personal. You have a message you want to say?
I think the easiest message is to thank you for letting us have a puppy, letting us develop her, and trusting her to us.
Yeah.
And she's been a great tool for the mental and emotional healing that needed to take place in our family. Watching Bridger work with her as a puppy, develop that relationship with this puppy, to where now she sleeps on his bed with her head facing the door, protecting him, turning what was really bad into a positive in his life. Taking that weakness and making it a strength in him, that relationship with animals. Whereas it could have been very much the other way, where he had an ingrained fear where he could never be around animals again. So it was a very, very healthy tool. When he's feeling sick, the other day, she came up to her and started nudging him, and he couldn't figure out what was going on, and then she starts aggressively nudging him, trying to get him off the couch. About 30 seconds later, he threw up.
Really?
So she knew something wasn't right.
That's his service dog.
And she was saying, hey, I can sense something's going on. And then just anytime he's feeling sad, she's right there. She can sense if he's sick, if he's sad. And one of the biggest tools for somebody with a lot of anxiety, people buy heavy weighted blankets to apply just a calm, steady pressure. And that's exactly what she does, is she'll just hop up on his lap and just apply that steady, calm pressure. And it just lets people with anxious moments know that everything's gonna be okay. just there's this calm presence weighing on them, and it helps pull people out of panic attacks. And you know, I'm no psychologist or expert, but I've seen how just having her hop up on his lap and cuddle him helps.
It looks like they are very, very connected. There's a strong connection between all of you, including your mom and Cyborg. I mean, I saw some pictures and she sent me a lot of messages that I read them and like, ooh, I want people to know this. But finally, we got to see you guys in person. I think there's so much feeling coming out of the conversation.
And even for me, I'll come home from work after a long day. I'm a trial attorney, fighting with people in the courtroom, arguing with judges, and I'll sit down on the couch and I'll be stressed and really high strung.
Yeah.
And she'll just jump up and just sit and just rest. And it makes a big difference. It's
Do you notice
a
this
tool
is
for calming.
you notice this on her more like on other dogs?
The other dogs, I don't think they're as aware or alert to feelings.
They'd be very sensitive towards you. So it's a stronger connection, I guess.
I have a stronger connection.
You do have
with
a stronger
Cyborg.
connection with Cyborg. I mean, it looks like he does have a stronger connection. You too. How is she with your daughter? I mean, Cyborg and your daughter.
She's good.
She's good?
The younger kids, she'll put up with all the kid craziness in
So
the
she
house.
know how to adjust herself. That's something that I really like. Adjusting from different scenarios, walking into a room, you know, children playing and, you know, horse playing and stuff, and being there, and then going with him to the bed and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
it's cool.
Yeah, we've trained our kids. You just aren't wild around.
Yeah.
I mean, from Bridger's experience, we've learned a lot, and
Oh,
we've
yeah,
read
I'm
all the
pretty sure.
studies, and we've just like we developed the dog, we'll develop our kids to understand there's proper
Absolutely.
behaviors around
No,
dogs.
you guys are like, your story and experience. I mean, you know, that was a rescue dog that created that problem, and a lot of the shelters is beyond them. They want to really save something that might not be developed properly, might not have the proper genetics, and so having a dog that's so refined and accurately, I mean, myself, I cannot make a better dog than the one from Athos. I just gotta be very honest with you. How can I get a dog like that, you know, face all the things he faced in Bucha, Ukraine, be a hero himself, and his puppies, I'll be honest with you, I have great dogs for 34, 35 years now. And the owners, the people, I have a gentleman, I tell you, in Houston, Texas. He's an attorney, by the way, himself. He worked with the district attorney, and he has 4 dogs that he bought from me before that were from great dogs, from Backman, from all these dogs. But he swears over the 2 dogs he got from Athos. He said, Chico, you really somehow took it to another notch that I didn't think was possible. These 2 puppies from Athos are extra smart, extra connected. And I think that the story that you just mentioned and the experiences that you have are saying the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yep.
She's been a great dog.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bridger and Robert, and you as well, Mom. I really thank you for your time and having this story here, and I hope a lot of people leave their comments and love for Bridger and the Walker family. Where can they follow you, the guys watching this?
Robert Walker 307.
That's the best way,
And
right?
then Tila Walker, Teila, Tila
Okay.
Walker.
Perfect. So they can find you and you know, give you your prompts and love. Thank you so much.
And we did our research too. I mean, with all the negativity that pit bulls get in the media, we get asked all the time, why would you get a child who's been harmed by a dog, a pit bull?
Yeah.
And we've done our research, and there's factors that you take into consideration, risk factors. One of the risk factors is unneutered dogs, male dogs, predominantly are doing the attacking. Normally it's dogs that haven't been developed in any way.
Yeah.
And almost always it's dogs with, as you mentioned, bad genetics or unknown genetics.
Oh, no genetics, you don't know where that came from.
You don't know where the dog came from.
No control, no quality control.
And it's situational. A lot of times it's situations where the dog had never been developed to be around children. Children are introduced without any adults around. There's a lot of situations, but I think if you take into consideration all the factors, and you minimize those, I don't think we could have made a better decision for Bridger in his recovery than
Yeah, emotional support dog. There are many dogs that can do a job, but I don't think anybody would be able to do a job better than a really high quality American Pit Bull Terrier. Definitely. Like I told in the little story before, courage, it was what they were looking for, but loyalty came with it in the package. So you get a dog that is made out of velvet and steel. And if you get it perfect, you got a great grandparents, super great great grandparents, come from a good source that, he has the best quality dogs. The American Pit Bull Terrier is iconic, really. And the name, they have mixed those dogs with everything else. They still call them pit bulls, and they're not real pit bulls. And that is really the problem, the overbreeding. So hopefully people can learn from Bridger Walker and his father, Robert, about having the proper dog and being great owners. I mean, you love your dog. That's eventually, that's really big part of it. You never abuse your dog. You always care of your dog. And she respect you, You told me you were teaching her new tricks, right? What was the latest trick you taught her?
I taught her how to stomp.
Yeah? How she does it?
So, I would put treats in my hand, and then I would go Cyborg stomp, and then I would wait until she stomps because she's so mad that I'm not giving her the treats yet. Until she picks up her foot and slams it on the ground, and then I'll give her the treats so she learns if she does that, she gets treats.
Perfect. You're gonna be a dog trainer, Hey, my man, thank you so much. It's an honor, really, to be around you guys here at the 62nd WBC convention in Germany. And I'm pretty sure I will be seeing you through the years. And then I will see you doing some public speaking and teaching people about how to be brave and how never give up. And I'm pretty sure you probably at the time will take maybe Cyborg, older dog. And if not, I got you. I give you another dog. How's that? Huh? I got you covered, you know that. Much love, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Robert. You're a great role model for other people also as a father. You got a great father. You got to be like him.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys. God
Thank
bless.
you.
Thank you.